and a monster home run hit to a place that
You want to hit this popping?
Who would have thought hip-hop would have made it this far?
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Rob Durant podcast. Fellas, the NBA Finals are finally here. But before we jump into that, number one, how you guys doing? And number two, we got to do a sports roundup.
I love that intro. I'm doing great. Fantastic.
I'm good.
I'm doing awesome, bro. Finals week. Let's go.
Yep, I'm good. I'm looking at the Empire State Building, orange and blue right now.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
That is fantastic.
And they changed the train stations too. To orange and blue. 34.
You can see it clear as day from there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, can you give us a little visual? Can we see that? Can we see that? Can we kick this off the right way? Can we kick this off the right way?
My thing is blurred off.
Yeah, you got to blur. Take the blur off for now.
Yeah, put me on the spot. Hold up.
You put you on the spot. Facts.
Yeah, you did. You did.
You're going to tell us you can see the
we wouldn't
Empire
ask
State
for it.
Building. Exactly.
You can't just be
That's
flexing
on you,
like that
bro.
and not show it.
My man
trying to
lacking
technical
accountability right
difficulties, not
there.
letting me-
I don't know about all that. Now we calling you out. You trying
I can't take off the blurry background.
You know what? At some
I don't
point,
know.
if you figure it
my
out,
God.
we'll see that.
I thought he left.
Give me
We got
a
my
minute.
man.
Yeah, don't leave.
He's there clicking at everything. He's like, oh, damn, no.
Yo, but while Hasel deals with that,
Yeah.
let's do our sports roundup. Let's tell the people what's going on around the sports world right now. Let's jump right into the NFL, man. We got a big trade that happened. What was it, yesterday, 2 days ago? Myles Garrett to the Rams, which is crazy considering, like Irvin said offline, Myles Garrett just set the record for sacks. Then my man gets traded in the offseason after signing a big deal with Cleveland. Haseo, show me some love. What's up with the NFL Myles Garrett trade?
Yeah, man. They traded one of their Pro Bowl defensive ends to the Rams, the first round pick for 2028, I think. Second round pick and a third round pick in the following draft. So basically almost 4 players for one 2 or 3-time defensive player of the year, like sack record holder now, sack record leader holder. He's a beast. I think the Rams are gonna really put pressure on other teams now. And they have the former MVP last year, so they got like the offensive best player and the best defensive player in the NFL right now. So, and then they got 2 wide receivers that are really nice, Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. And then they got a good running back. Like that offense is gonna be insane, bro. That team is gonna be insane. They got defensive backs that's gonna, lock in and lock the wide receivers down, and then Myles Garrett's gonna go insane. And then I'm hearing through the rumblings that Aaron Donald might come out of retirement,
I heard that.
which
Bro.
would be insane. So yeah, that's looking like a scary team.
Yeah, I heard it here first. Yeah, that's
Yeah, man. I mean, and also, the Rams were probably the team that were closest to defeating the Seahawks in the playoffs last year in the championship games. So, I love what this organization is doing lately. I mean, I think I thought that they went all in that one time when they won the Super Bowl. When they got Stafford, they went to get OBJ. They got Jalen Ramsey, and they went on and won the Super Bowl. And it seems like they're going all in again, which I love. I guess in their eyes they see that Matthew Stafford just came off an MVP season, guys. He's the reigning MVP. So they were like, you know what, this guy is not showing signs of decline. Let's get him while he's hot, and let's help him give him the biggest chances he can to win this thing, because they were just a couple of plays short from going on into Seattle and being the ones to represent the NFC. Yeah, man. If you're a Rams fan, you just gotta love it.
Yeah, they're not gonna make it easy for the Seahawks to repeat, basically.
Yeah, because that Seahawks team is tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough team, man. What are you going to say, Roberto?
Yeah, I got to respect the Rams' philosophy of basically F them picks and let's go win a Super Bowl. It's really, that's what they're about. They're about business, about this current season. What can I do this year to be the best team in the league? And they went out and got the best defensive player in the league to partner him up with the best QB, at least last year, in the MVP. So
And what
Shout out to
seems
the
to be
Rams, to the
still his
fans.
prime.
Go for it, man. That's what you want to see your team do.
You want your team to be aggressive like that too. You know, you go ahead and you understand what you have on the offensive end. Like Hasiel mentioned, you got the D-backs are going to be doing their thing. And you go ahead and you get a guy like Myles Garrett that's just going to fortify everybody else that's there, that's going to see people like them step up, work ethic of Myles Garrett, because since he's been in the league, he's been this beast. Everybody else has to step up. And it's going to be a well-oiled machine because you have a whole bunch of professionals that are exceptional at their jobs. Not just, you don't just have good, decent people, and then you have people who are at the top of the line of their position. So that's going to be interesting. How do you feel about the Giants acquiring people who 10 years ago would have helped tremendously?
OBJ. I think it's good, specifically because Malik Neighbors is still hurt. Like, I don't think he's gonna be playing for a while to start the season. So they got depth, I guess you can say. They got depth at the wide receiver position with folks that are experienced, that have been to the Super Bowl and have won the Super Bowl, which can, their ethic, like you mentioned, can rub off on the younger receivers that they have and just the younger talent that they have in general. And I feel like OBJ still has something to prove. Like, he might not be a Pro Bowler this year, but he might sneakily get like clutch touchdowns that will win the Giants close games that they could have won last year but didn't. So like, I see a lot of possibilities with that Giants team. They are in a tough division though. And yeah, I think like I'm full for it. I'm happy to see OBJ come back and like see it come full circle. I don't see us going to the Super Bowl, but like, have a good year, make the playoffs maybe. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, I
Uh,
sec I second what Hasiel says. Honestly, it's nothing. It's good news for for Odell. I'm happy for him as a because I know that that's a franchise that he always loved to play for. Maybe some diehard Giant fans, they might be excited to have him back as well. But I don't expect to him to be like he's not gonna. I don't expect him to take over. Maybe he'll take over one game here and there, but I don't expect him to be like the focal point of the offense. But it's good to have those veterans there. Jackson Dart is still in his second year, so he's still in his developmental stage, I would say. And maybe having some veterans in the locker room might help him furthermore with that development process.
I got no thoughts on it because, like Irvin said, this would have been great 10 years ago. I got no thoughts except for this is the Jets season. That's it. That's all I got to say about the NFL.
that's funny.
And anything else that
mention
stands
too,
out?
AJ Brown from the
AJ Brown for the
AJ Brown
Patriots?
from the Eagles. Is AJ Brown?
Yes,
Yeah, he
yes.
got traded to the Patriots.
Yeah.
So, and the Patriots are in the Super Bowl recently, even though they got spanked. But that's good. That'll make the AFC East more interesting against your Jets. See how y'all hold up. Don't let the Patriots repeat. That's all I gotta say.
Listen, Diana Rossini had that scoop a year ago.
Damn.
I said what I said.
That's a shout to the Patriots coach.
The AJ Brown news, I guess it kind of confirms all the turmoil that the Eagles were having with him last year. Like, there was actually something to that.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they did go ahead and move on from him. So I think that's what I took most from that news. That a lot of the times the media be gassing stuff, and we just gotta really take everything with a grain of salt. But it appears like they were onto something, at least with the AJ Brown situation. Now, for the Patriots, that's great because you go from having a veteran Stephon Diggs to a veteran AJ Brown on the team. With your QB is on his third year now. He was the MVP runner-up, I think, last year. So, and he made it to the Super Bowl. I think, as a Patriots fan, this news should definitely excite you. And yeah. Go ahead and draft AJ Brown in the second round in fantasy.
Speaking of fantasy, I'm gonna jump into a new sport, going into MLB real quick. If you haven't heard, obviously I've been talking about lockouts since the offseason. The CBA negotiations are currently underway in the background behind the season going on. The MLB owners proposed a hard salary cap, which is crazy because when you factor in the numbers and the insurances and all the other boring stuff that go into running an organization, I think the salary cap ended up being like 220, which is insane when you think about certain payrolls and what certain players are making. But Players Association came out real quick and said, we're not doing that. So we're in for a long season. We're in for a long off season. And again, I fully expect some type of lockout to go on. Other than that, current news, Aaron Judge is out. He got a bone bruise. He's injured. Hopefully it's nothing long term. The Yankees are playing well, even though they're battling with the Rays, who out of nowhere are having a great season. Across the, whatever you want to call it, train station away, Mets are having an absolutely horrible season, bro. They're in last place. They're in a freaking embarrassment right now, and it's crazy. But baseball is going to baseball. And that's all I got for MLB right now. There's going to be more to come later on.
Do you happen to have at least a little bit of a timetable of Aaron Judge's return?
TBD right now. They're calling it a bone bruise somewhere in his ribs area, but it's affecting his right shoulder. We know he's had a history with a rib injury in the past. So they're saying it affects him when he swings and all this stuff, obviously, because of where it's located. So right now they're calling it day-to-day, but to me in Yankee language, day-to-day means an IL stint. And we probably won't see Aaron Judge for a couple weeks. I fully expect them to call up Spencer Jones again. Maybe Jason Dominguez is healthy. Maybe Giancarlo Stanton comes back. But for now, we live without Aaron Judge.
Yeah, that's tough.
I think this will be good.
Yeah. No, shout out to Ben Rice, though. He's having a heck of a year to start the year. And my man Cam Schlittler, too. The pitching's been doing great. So the Yankees have been doing good. It's just, hopefully they could continue this and some players step up while AJ's gone.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be good for the team to learn how to win without Aaron Judge for a while. Like, it'll boost everybody else's kind of like morale. Like, if they're able to win games, like, we could win games without him. And if when he comes back, it's just an added back. You don't gotta like rush him back, just ease him back and hopefully continue that momentum. Like, obviously it could also be bad, but so far so good,
I mean, that's the thing about team sports, right? You have one guy go down, but the next person got to step up. If that next person don't step up, then your season's pretty much over. So everybody got to be in the line. But missing that one individual person could change your whole team dynamic, especially in baseball. You're talking about a 60-plus home run guy, 100-plus RBIs, 300-plus batting average. Who's going to step up and clear that up? So when you're missing a guy like that in the lineup, especially in baseball, that weakens either the immediate batter behind him, weakens the immediate batter after him, and like stringing hits together to try to get to that big bat, especially when you don't have, like, to Roberto's point, a Giancarlo Stanton there. He's not back yet. Thankfully, Ben Rice is doing his thing, and we have that, but that's not an intimidating bat like a Giancarlo Stanton Judge. So in these team sports, people do have to be ready to step up. Hopefully, like Hasiel said, they are able to step up and get that momentum, and he is able to come back. He is actually day-to-day, or, he takes his time, comes back, and that same presence at the plate is still there. We have him for time to come. Now, I know that we're speaking a lot about the Yankees, but I want to shift gears to a sport that does not rely on anybody else. It's just you in there with somebody else, and the better man comes out, the winner, and alive and well. And I, for one, am excited for the next few boxing matches that have been projected up until September. We have, I think, some good matches coming up. And I think to kick it off, we got Boots fighting, how you say his name? Xander Zayas?
Xander Zayas, yep. Your fatal Puerto Rican.
My man is holding 2 belts. They were in a press conference. Xander let him know, I ain't got to fight you. Talking his trash. Boots is like, yeah, you're right. You ain't got to fight me. But this is going to be a fight that's going to not just, whoever wins this fight, their stock is going to go up. But the person who loses, his stock is not necessarily going to go down, because these are 2 young, promising fighters. And then we have a whole bunch of fights after that Cesar's not excited about. Look, he just left. He just decided to leave. He's so underwhelmed. That's how not excited he is. He just doesn't care. He was like, yo, you know what? I'm out. This is the part of the boxing thing. Because before, offline, he was saying that. He said, I'm only interested in the Boots fight. Who the hell is Ryan Garcia? I don't even care about him. And I'm like, yo, it's excited to see what he's going to do. So Ryan Garcia is actually going to fight again. A fight that I'm excited about, he touched on it a little bit, but Errol Spence and Tim Tszyu, they're going to fight. And that's going to be, to me, an exciting fight, because let's see what Errol Spence does. I think he's only had one fight since he got the brakes beat out of him by Terrence Crawford. Before Terrence Crawford went ahead and mollywopped the next few fighters he had, which includes Canelo Alvarez. Canelo's also going to fight this year again. And at the end of it all, we have what they're calling an exhibition fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but they're trying to call it an exhibition fight. And to me, it's too little too late, but at the same time, it's like Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. It's something that I've been wanting to see, that I wanted to see for a long time, that Mayweather dominated. And I don't think Pacquiao's going to take this as an exhibition. I think he's going to disregard whatever his contract is, and he's actually going to fight. And I think Mayweather, to a point, is going to do the same thing. So I think exciting news out in the boxing world. It sucks that Cesar was so saddened by these fights that he decided to just kick himself off.
Yo, I want both of y'all to know that me and Hasiel are living out a movie over here, watching y'all two leave and go back and forth with each other.
Do y'all know what fights he mentioned? So I could just give my quick reactions.
He mentioned all the fights that you don't care about.
Okay, so he mentioned, let's see, Earl Spence versus Tim Tszyu. I think that's gonna be an interesting. I think that's gonna be a interesting fight to see what version of Spence we get. If it's the Spence of old, then he should be able to stop Tszyu. Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn in September. That's an intriguing fight.
Boom.
I think that I would give the edge to Ryan. You know, that's my immediate reaction right here. Spoiler alert, I'll give the edge to Ryan because of his speed and his position. And if all he needs to do really is just to stay disciplined. If he could stay disciplined, he looked very disciplined in his last fight. If he could keep that discipline going and that momentum going to his next fight, he should be able to he should make easy work of Conor Benn. Mayweather versus Pacquiao, that's a fight I don't care about at all. Like, I don't know. It just seems like a money grab. It just doesn't make much sense to me.
For sure.
But guess who's gonna watch that fight? This guy. I'm gonna end up watching it anyways because these are, the fighters of our generations. So just like, Aaron Rodgers, for example, I'm gonna keep watching my man's even if he wants to play until he's 55. Although he did mention that he was gonna retire after this season. So. Yeah. Did he mention any other fights?
Yeah, he covered. Was there another one? I don't think so. No, I think that was it.
Wow.
I kind of want to see Ryan Garcia get knocked out.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
Like, I know he's nice. I know he's nice, and I don't know. I just want to see something unexpected happen.
Okay. I mean, Conor Benn does have...
You want to know what's unexpected, bro? If Pacquiao knocks out Mayweather.
That'll be the most unexpected thing ever.
Yeah, I don't think Pacquiao's winning. I think Floyd Mayweather's going to pay him again to lose, and they'll split the bag. And like you said, it's kind of interesting. Like, I thought it would be good, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's just a bag fight.
Yeah. But the fight that you guys definitely should tune into is the one happening this month. Xander Zayas versus Jerome Boots Ennis. Xander is very young, so we're gonna see how ready he is for the increase in level of opposition. And Boots is moving up in weight. See if he can capture another title. So I think it's a very intriguing fight. Both fighters are undefeated, and yeah. So I think that's gonna be whoever wins that fight could very well become boxing's next star. We shall see, because that division is low.
Pardon my ignorance. Can you get a draw in boxing?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
But you know in what sport you can't get a draw? Because I don't think Irvin's coming back. But if he does, he could fill in. The NBA, baby.
I'm right here.
Oh.
Hey. Oh, let's go, Knicks. Go, Knicks. Go.
Right here?
I hear you.
Yeah, you hear.
Oh.
I hear you.
He said, I don't think Irvin's coming back. I was like, I'm right here, guys.
I don't see you.
But yes,
I hear you.
I'm here with you, B. I'm here with you.
Beautiful.
And I'm glad you shifted over. That's a nice hat. you got on.
Thank you, thank you.
Look, I want to be the first one to say this. In the last episode we recorded, we gave our predictions, and I said the Knicks were not going to be able to get past Boston. And I agree. I still agree with that. Joel Embiid having that big game is something, but Roberto Duran said that they were going to sweep the Hawks, and I laughed. And they didn't sweep the Hawks, so he was wrong. However, they swept the next 2 rounds by doing something genius that Tom Thibodeau was unable to do in any of the years he was with the New York Knicks, which is switch up the damn offense and incorporate people further beyond the first 6 players on his list. He's incorporating, Mike Brown is incorporating 9-10 guys on this court. And you don't know where the layup is coming from. And the thing is, people are like, oh, he just dropped 4. You can win a game by 1 point. That's all you need is 1 more point than the other team. And if the layups are coming from any place, the threes are coming from any place, this is making them such a dynamically offensive team. You don't know where it's coming from. You know Jaden's going to give you 20, 25, 30. He could give you 35. You know Karl Anthony Towns is going to give you over 20. When McCow and OG got you over 20, and you got Alvarado getting 6 points, 3 easy layups, and you got all this movement, baby boy, New York is going to be a madhouse.
I hear you. I agree. I'm very energized for this finals. I'm going to pass the baton to Roberto real quick because I know he got a lot to say.
Look at him.
But yeah,
Listen,
I'm very excited for this. And we also got to talk about that.
I don't have my. I'll say this, man. I don't have my flag with me. I had to record in my son's room today, if you haven't noticed because of the background. Pero, being the good father that I am, my man got a Knicks shirt, so I'm always representing no matter what. I don't know why Cesar left in the middle of my speech, but I'll forgive him.
You're doing that to all of us.
Because he's going to watch this, because only he has an opinion today, apparently. It's the Cesar
He's like,
show.
yo, fuck these guys. He does not care what anybody else is saying.
At all. He's only here when it's his turn to talk. And whatever. It's okay. Because what we do is what Irvin said Mike Brown does. We adjust. We change the game plan. We talk to our players, and we make this offense work. And that's what we're going to do right now until Cesar comes back. We're going to adjust. And we're going to make the offense work. And we're going to sweep the freaking San Antonio Spurs. The Knicks are going to win in 4. I don't care what anybody says. New York City, the lights are on thanks to the New York Knicks. Cesar, welcome back. Knicks in 4. I rest my case.
Cesar's ready to talk, though. Hold on.
Go ahead, Cesar. I'm done.
That's why he came back. He's like somebody else. Go and talk over me. I ain't standing for this.
But yeah, just to recap, the Knicks have been sweeping everybody by like 30 plus points. They've been killing it. They kind of remind me of like the East Coast Warriors team, the first team without Kevin Durant. Like the way everybody was scoring with Iguodala and all of them. Like the way they move the ball, I see some of that sprinkled into some of this team. As we mentioned, they go like bench deep. The amount of players they go is insane. And they play as a team, man. They've been playing as a team. Cat has been facilitating the ball. Players have been scoring. The efficiency is incredible. The turnovers and effort points that they get into transition fast breaks. I'm just like, yo, what am I watching right now? Like, the way they were just spanking everybody was insane. But they are going against the Spurs. And the Spurs, I think, are the number 1 or number 2 defensive team. And they got that alien Wemby, and he's going to make it tough. The guards they got, they play defense. They're going to be tough. But the Knicks did beat them in the NBA Cup earlier in the season. So there's proof of concept already. They know how to play them. Spurs are probably more tired than the Knicks. I do see the Knicks beating the Spurs, but I think it'll be in like 6 or 7 games. I don't see the Knicks sweeping the Spurs. If they sweep the Spurs, yo, New York is gonna go fucking ballistic.
I'll tell you this. Yeah. They're gonna go ballistic anyway.
And I'm gonna be down there.
You should be. They're gonna go ballistic anyway. In New York is gonna go crazy. And here's the thing, though. I got the Knicks in 6. I don't have a sweep. They could win in 5, and that's assuming San Antonio was able to steal one at the Knicks place, but I don't trust the game 7. I do not. If it goes game 7, I've seen how Wemby turns it up. I see how that team turns it up. They young, they spry and everything like that, but I think that's also the negative part of what's going to play into this. The Knicks got to the conference finals last year. They know what it's like to lose when you're so close. They said they were going to be in the finals. They're in the finals now. The same core group that was there last season. They got a new coach. They're changing up offenses. They know what they got to do. They beat them at the World Cup. The Knicks beat the Spurs at the World for the NBA Cup rather. But that was also with less experience. They were less tested. The Spurs were, and the Knicks offense was. I don't know if y'all remember. They were clicking, not like now. And then they went on that drought for a bit afterwards, where people were like, "Oh, they're just a make-believe team, and this, da da da." But then, and they carried over with that anemic offense where it was just stagnant and looking around, everything like that. But the best thing that happened to the Knicks, C.J. McCollum. If C.J. McCollum does not win the NBA Finals MVP, it got to be maybe Jalen Brunson or Cat or, somebody like OG. But C.J. McCollum doing what he did to the Knicks that series made them go into their bag and be like, what do we have to do? And that changed everything. And I'm glad it happened so early in the playoffs. I'm glad it happened against the bum-ass Hawks that I knew the Knicks were going to beat. The question was the next series. The only team that I saw beating the Knicks in the East was the Boston Celtics. They got ran through by Joel Embiid. After that, I didn't see anybody else being able to stay in their way. Even if the Celtics, the only team standing in the way was the Celtics to me. And regardless of whether it was the Thunder or the Spurs coming through, I think the Knicks would take both of them. What I'm happy about, though, is that stylistically, this is going to be a game for basketball fans. If you love the game of basketball, this is going to be an example of what basketball needs to be next season, because that bullshit that the Thunder be pulling, they're coached that way, they all flop, they all drop to the floor, they all do that dumb shit. That needs to stop. And this NBA Finals is going to rectify everything that's wrong with the damn NBA. And you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. It's gonna be one of the most exciting finals probably since 2016. We're gonna have so much excitement, so much proper basketball, grittiness, and people playing hard and not just flopping and falling through. This is two tough teams with two different styles, and they both work. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait. It's gonna be such an exciting damn time.
Yeah, man. All jokes aside, obviously, I'm still picking Knicks in 4. I don't care what anybody says.
All jokes
but the
aside,
Spurs are legit, man. And it's not the Spurs are for real. I think the worst thing that happened to every other NBA team, but also the best thing that happened to us as fans and to the league as a whole, was Wemby not winning the gold medal in the Olympics, because that dude came in hungry this season, and he came in to prove something. He was pissed off he didn't win the MVP.
I love that.
I'm sure he thinks he should have been the MVP, the Defensive Player of the Year. He should have a gold medal, and he should have an NBA championship. And that's his mindset, man. And you see the way that he's building that culture with the guys around him, being a true leader, only 22 years old, but being the leader of that team. The dude is phenomenal, bro. And I've loved to see his growth throughout the Olympics all the way to this road now to the NBA Finals has been freaking amazing. And, I just pray for his health, because I need that man to be healthy for the next 10 to 15 years and see this dude dominate the NBA. That being said, like Irvin said, this is a great matchup. It's two freaking teams who are hungry, who want it. They're not going to, do these soft calls, soft fouls, none of that. Like, these are two real teams that want to get at it and go
Gritty
at it.
as
And they're
fuck.
not going to shy away from any. Yeah, man. Like, it's going to be dirty rebounds, and not dirty plays, but like they're going to be grinding. There's going to be elbows thrown competitively. So I'm excited for these finals, man. But yeah, it's call the National Guard, call the U.S. Army, call the Navy, call the Marines, because New York is about to light up, bro. Knicks in 4.
Yeah. I love to hear that.
Cesar, what do you say, Cesar?
Well, I got the... let me break it down.
Surprised you was on camera
I'll
that
break
long.
down the series. I'll break down
Without
the
saying a
series.
word. Nah, you
Yeah,
gotta
no,
be having some difficulties. I see. We're still waiting on you to show us that skyline.
Yeah, but now, all jokes. I think the Knicks in 6. I got the Knicks in 6. They, I, I feel like the Spurs.
Yeah.
I got the Knicks in 6, and reason being because I just think that they got hot at the right time. The team is clicking on both ends of the floor. I So, anyways, yes, I do. I see the offense definitely a lot more fluent, and this is exactly what I saw in them earlier this year in February, around there. I feel like that was a time where I saw the chemistry between Brunson and Towns. They weren't showing us this type of offense per se, but they showed me a little preview of what it could be when they work off each other. Now they're showing it from Cat going to the perimeter and everybody else just like moving around, setting picks for each other and cutting to the basket. And if they don't step up, they could pass it off the wing and or somebody's in the corner open for a three. And they're hitting their shots, man. They're shooting ridiculously right now. And my X factor for this series is Landry Shamet. Landry Shamet is my X factor for this series. He gonna go off. Remember that man? He been going off the whole year. And oh man, I'm excited for that man in this series. And obviously, Josh Hart is gonna do everything he does. Jalen Brunson is gonna be the MVP. And as far as the Spurs, I expect it to be competitive. I respect this team so much. They're such a resilient group. I just feel like they're gonna get gassed at some point. I don't know. I saw signs of Wemby being gassed. I think it was on that game 5, Roberto, that you mentioned that
Yeah.
you probably, behind the scenes, you mentioned that you didn't see them winning another game. And you probably pointed to that because you saw how, I don't know, that was the first time we saw Wemby not engaged. And we felt like,
Yeah.
and that's the biggest question mark with him. Because of a man of his stature, like how good is his durability? We know he's doing all the right things, but how much is too much, you know? And this is his first time in this stage. So, um, I don't know. They're gonna have to show me one more time to see if they could put together 4 more games to win it against the Knicks. I just feel like this Knicks team, they know what's at stake right now, and they are clicking in all cylinders. Like there is no reason why the Knicks should not win this in 6. And I got them winning by a lot in Game 6. Let me tell you, I got them winning 20 plus
Ooh.
20 plus?
in Game 6. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
And one thing about Landry Shamet, bro, because you pointed him out as the X factor in this series.
Ooh, that guy.
Landry Shamet is who Trae Young thinks he is. We don't like Trae Young. I don't care that he's not with the Hawks. You're not valid in New York. Get out of here. We don't like Trae Young. We don't like Boston. We don't like anybody that's not repping the NYK, New York Knicks, in 4.
Wait. Landry Shamet is who Trae Young thinks he is?
You heard it here first.
He thought he
Come
was the
on
king
now.
of New York or something?
I guess what he's saying is King of New York. That's what he's saying.
But how do you think the matchup between Cat and Wimby is gonna be? Do you think Cat's gonna get like aggressive on him?
I think the Knicks are going to throw a few different guys at Wemby. I think we'll see a mix of like obviously Mitch and Cat, but I think OG might get some touches in there.
100%.
And I think that's kind of what you need to do with him to kind of throw him off his rhythm. Because remember, this is a dude who could play point guard basically at 7'6", 7'4", whatever height he is. So I think we're going to see a lot of dudes switching on him. We may see some Josh Hart occasionally, maybe
100%.
at half court type of stuff between and then a switch after with OG. He's going to get a lot of different looks. I don't think he's going to see one primary defender at any point.
And I don't want to say this, I don't want to jinx this too much, but the guy that has defended statistically Wemby the best, besides Russell Westbrook, is OG Anunoby. Has been the guy that's actually statistically has defended Wemby the best. But Wemby's a special player, man. He's gonna get his. I just don't know how long he can, how much his body can take another grueling series against another grueling team. So
he's played a lot of basketball, Myles, this season, dating back to the Olympics all the way through now. Like he's literally played as much basketball as you can possibly play.
Yes, and I've seen young teams say that they get gassed after a while after they reach the conference finals. Anthony Edwards, I think I saw him say that like a couple years ago. So I'm wondering with this team, when are they gonna get tired? Because they got to show us they're human at some point, right?
Yeah.
I just hope
Overall,
sorry.
no, go
Hope
ahead, bro.
the I hope the Knicks don't have any rust. Like I hope they've been practicing, staying in rhythm, so they can like get the ball rolling. I guess as soon as the game starts, not like take a while to warm up and get into the game in the fourth quarter. Like keep it close, keep it cute. Don't get blown out and then have to come back 20 points and then win by 30 or whatever.
A la game one against the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's my biggest fear, honestly, going into the series is the rust. I feel like if they can somehow keep it close, like Hasiel says, like they need to have a really good third quarter because I've noticed that sometimes they be struggling when the Knicks are not clicking. They struggle in that third quarter, and I feel like if they can get out of that half and kind of just snap out of it, like all right, that's it, we back. And then by the fourth quarter, they could keep it close. I have all the trust in the world in Brunson. To me, Brunson is the clutchest player in the A right now.
Hmm.
I know it might be a hot take, but to me, he's the clutchest. I don't trust anybody else with the ball with a few seconds left in the game. If I need a shot to go in, I'm going to JB.
Regarding the rust too, I'm not too concerned because I think Jalen Brunson had an interview today where he mentioned exactly that. Like, we saw what happened coming off the sweep of the Sixers and into the Cavs series, and seeing how we responded in game one. We're trying to avoid that altogether. So they have been practicing hard. They've been doing their thing. So I'm not too concerned, but obviously, the game is the game when you're facing off against somebody instead of it's not practice.
Hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see. I'm interested to see how the Spurs come out after this crazy series they just had, win 7 games. It was a hard fight to get there.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see how they respond and come out in game one. Do they come out, guns blazing, or are they going to take some time to kind of get into a rhythm?
yeah. I'm also curious about that. I feel like they're gonna be the sharper team for sure because there's no way you can emulate a real game, especially a
Yeah.
playoff game. So I do expect the Spurs to. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm a betting man, I'll probably lean towards the Spurs winning game one. But if they lose that game one, they in
Hmm.
trouble. They in
Hmm.
trouble. They Spurs need to steal game one, and that's crazy. I'm saying this because they're at home, but they need to win game one. It's a must win for the Spurs.
I agree, honestly. I 100% agree, especially with the momentum these Knicks are carrying.
Hmm.
You,
You don't want to give them more confidence, man. You just
yeah.
don't. You do not want to
Yeah.
give the Knicks more confidence. I feel like the Knicks, it takes them like a good 3 games to figure a team out, and they just after that, good luck.
Well, big shout out to Cat because he's one of the voices that spoke up when it came kind of going back to what Irvin said about the adjustments and running the offense a certain way, and he kind of took like Hasiel mentioned too, like a facilitator role as opposed to being like this big scoring option. Like, so shout out to him for really like adjusting his role within the team and really making things happen for the squad overall. So this is a selfless team, man. They're
Hmm.
not playing for the name on the back, they're playing for the name on the front. And you got to respect that. And shout out to Mike Brown for again making those adjustments throughout the season. We saw the Knicks struggle. There were moments that even I said like, "Yo, what's going on with this team? Like they don't look like they're clicking." They figured it out at the perfect time.
Yeah, and I noticed that when they switched the offense on that game 4 against Atlanta, and they never looked back.
Yep.
Like they just kept doing it, and then they tried to do that. Obviously, they went on to win the series. They swept the Sixers, and then for game one against Atlanta, I mean Cleveland. Cleveland actually came up and played really good defense against that. That look with Cat as quarterback, and they were communicating very well defensively. And I think the Spurs team is a little bit better defensively than Cleveland, or a lot
Yeah.
better. So I expect them. I expect these games to be closer. I don't expect them to be winning by 30. But what I saw from the Knicks was that they adjusted in the middle of the game in that late third quarter. They said, you know what? Let's go back to our bread and butter. Even in the fourth quarter, they were like, give the ball to Brunson. See if he can. If anybody's gonna bring us back, it's him. And he just started hitting a couple of shots, and they were like, you know what? We're playing around Brunson. And they just kept copy and pasting, getting stops, getting stops. So that's what I'm liking from this team. Like they adjust in real time, and they're gonna make you beat them. You're gonna have to beat the Knicks. They're not gonna beat themselves no anymore. It's not the Knicks of old. People need to look at this Knicks team with a different lens now. They are not a joke anymore. They're not an accident waiting to happen. You're gonna have to beat them. The Spurs are very capable. Don't hear what I'm not saying. I love that team. I just feel like you know the playoffs is a grueling process, and I feel like you have to experience some sort of setback in the playoffs before you can finally be like, all right, I know I got something for them next year.
I agree.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Knicks in 6, baby.
Oh man, Roberto, you coming to the parade?
Claro, I'm already there, bro. I already told my brother, who's a lifelong Knicks fan. I don't know if I'm gonna bring my kid with me, because that man could be too crazy for him. But I'll be there. I'm gonna bring my brother. Hopefully, it happens. Again, respect to the Spurs. They are a great team.
No, 100%.
They deserve to be there.
Yeah.
Knicks in 4.
Oh man, if the Knicks do that.
Oh
I
boy.
can't wait. I would have seen all the major New York franchises win a championship. Giants, Yankees, and Knicks. What a time to be alive.
And then we waiting for that one more, but I'm not gonna say who it is. It won't be this year. It won't be this season. It'll be the next one.
Hope they deserve one.
They do. But yeah,
Yeah,
on that note, Irving couldn't come back. He had some technical difficulties. We had a lot of technical difficulties tonight. I'm not going front.
Yes,
Yeah.
more than
We're gonna
you
have to
guys are
see.
probably gonna see, but
Yeah, because
this-
the edit game is crazy. But
if you see us talking over each other, apologies. It's just
yeah.
screens get frozen, voices get taken.
Fine.
we just trying to push through.
Yeah, we did it though.
Similar
We got here.
to how these teams be pushing through.
That's right. We did it. We adjusted. We did what we do, and we got a great episode.
That's right. Knicks in 6.
Thank you all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, comment, send us your predictions for the NBA Finals. We'll see ya for the next one. Peace out. Knicks in 4.
Peace.